John from Coding Goblin here. I just want to quickly show you how you can configure and make changes to an estimate calculator for an electrician business. So here is an estimate calculator. If you're not sure what it is, it's a series of questions presented to your website users, which they can answer. And once they've filled out their details, they will receive an instant automated estimate via email. So the reason this is good is because it allows you to capture more inquiries, way more than a standard contact form, because it actually offers some value to your potential customers. So now you know what it is. I'm going to show you some of the things you can do, how you can make it match your brand and all that fun stuff. So within your account, you will have access to settings, and this is where you can configure it. So you can set a return URL. This is where your users will return to after completing their estimate calculator. So the way it works is you will put this on a separate subdomain or domain if you want, doesn't matter. And then when they have finished their estimate, they can click a return to website and it will seamlessly take them back to your main website. So you can set that link to be whatever you want it to, and that's how you do it here. Logo, self-explanatory, so you add your own logo. Custom domain, as I was just mentioning, so it's a good idea to do a subdomain such as estimate.yourwebsite.com, whatever it might be. Or if you only have a root domain, you can do the root domain. So no estimate you just have the actual yourwebsite.com. But obviously if you are already using that domain, it won't work. So you have to have a subdomain if you have an existing website, if that makes sense. Your own email address, obviously it's better experience for your users to use your own business email address. This is where you set that up. So pop your details in there, you get a confirmation email, you just need to verify your email address. Really simple to do, and then you can configure the email that is sent to your users down here. Lovely. So that's how you do your general settings, but you can actually configure your actual estimate calculator to be exactly what you want it to be. So what do I mean by that? You can change all the text. So text here you can change, text here you can change, services you can obviously change, you can create your own. It can be completely what you want. You can put your own pricing on the services, and depending on the answers to the questions, you can adjust your pricing based on that. I mean, that is the whole point of it. So it'd be a bit silly if you couldn't do that. Color scheme, all that fun stuff. So this is where you would go and change all of the text for the main sections. And this is where you configure the services. So service has questions, a question has answers. So you can also change the order of the services, just simply dragging them around like that. So if we refresh that, you can see it's currently on electrical wiring installation first. Refresh it and that will be lighting there. There we go. What else can you do? Obviously change your pricing. So if you want to edit a service, so each service has a base price. So selecting that will have a base price, and then depending on the answers for the following questions, each answer will have a cost associated with it, and it will be added to that base price. So that is how the estimate is calculated. Really simple, nothing complicated. So if you want to set a base price for lighting installation, I know these questions aren't probably the questions you would want in your actual estimate calculator because they're not created by an electrician. I'm not an electrician. I have just created this. I don't know about electrical stuff, but I've just put some stuff in here. So let's just say you want your base to be £200, and then you can set the pricing for the answers. So, I mean, look, that's stupid pricing, £1. So yeah, you get the point, you can do that. But where it gets interesting is making it match your brand. So you can, I'm getting sidetracked, but you can add different inputs to the final page where your users enter their details. So you can add more fields. The only field you have to have is the email address, because that is how we send your users the estimate. And that's the most important, because we want to capture their email address. We want them to make an initial contact with us. That's the hardest part of getting that potential customer to go from a website browser to actually submitting an inquiry. That is why these estimate calculators are so powerful, because they just boost that conversion rate massively. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So your branding, We've currently got this selected. You can change each individual color to whatever you want. I've got color presets here, so you can, let's just do a random one. So let's change it. So if we save that, see what that looks like. Obviously you would match it to your existing brand. The chances are that isn't what your brand's gonna look like, but if you select another one, the point is there's lots of different ones. Let's do something a bit out there. So you can make it how you want. You can change the fonts. We've got some presets that are complementary, but you would use your font that you have on your website. So hopefully you're getting the point. It's very configurable. You can make it match your brand very easily. Let's just have another example. Let's change to something, doesn't matter what, but I just trying to find one that I like the look of. Okay, so refresh that. You get the point. You get the point. You can do a lot with it. So that is an estimate calculator for an electrician business. Sign up at estimatecalculators.com. Any questions, get in touch. Thanks for watching.